要讲他的这个课堂的那个事情啊，还有些人那个是吧？就怎么不要拿呀？对私下讲，可以做个 demo。现在你这个是
Martin。
OK， 你把这个 participant 打一下，这个怎么样？然后 chat 我帮你打开。
哎 ，How come Martin 有2个？
然后你把这个 chat 打开以后，把你放到旁边去，这样。
你要我打开才行吗？
不是，我来帮你，就是你能看到 chat 的内容，但是你不要打。就是对，在这个地方就行了，放这边啊。你不用看那个小方面，就是这样。
我不看 chat，
你现在这样 broadcast， 你要不要把我们那个？我给你传，你听到。
Emily, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, I unmuted. Yes, I did. Emily, how are you? Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good morning. Yeah, I saw the book you posted. Yeah. So did you learn from that master?
Yes. I didn't. I took a workshop with him.
Workshop. Okay.
A three-day workshop with him, and then I did an online course that was sponsored by Lion's Roar, the magazine Lion's Roar, that was based on that book.
Oh, okay. They use that at like kind of textbook. Okay.
Yes.
Emily, I sent you a private message because I want to ask something, but I sent you a message. Maybe you can answer me.
How do I get it? How do I look at it?
I don't. I think you have to go to the message, the chat, and I think you can see it that way. I don't know because I send it privately. I don't know how it works.
The answer is yes.
Oh yes. Oh, me too. So can maybe I'm gonna send you my email because I would like to chat with you later.
Yeah, great.
You know what? In Chinese, like more intellectual talking, we say there is 3 things. Be happy. There's nothing to do. Seems nothing to do with the got food to eat, or not hungry, have place to live. And I think more than that, based on that, there's 3 things can make you happy, which means which 3? I just think of that. One thing is learn things. You continuing all your life, learn things and enjoy, make fun with the practicing. from the, sometimes the people, like for kids or parents force them to do things, they are not happy with the practicing. So for adults, I think we can feel, learn things and enjoy the practicing. That's one happy. And you can make fun with it, or got good feeling about practicing itself. So that's one thing, happy. And the second thing is review the things, review the old thing, of course, review his old thing, and then got the new feeling. You learn the new thing from the reviewing of the old thing. That's, feel like every day, or a little bit of things from anything, everything. You got a little bit of, things by reviewing things, to learn got some new feeling. That's the good, that's happy. And then the third happiness got from what? From say, there is a friend come from far away, Actually, let me think of this is from, Emily and Lulu's, you guys talking. I said, wow, it is in our class. At the very first, I said, I'm very happy to get this, gathering online. Meet people with the same interests there. And I'm happy you guys can, make friends in far away, and the same subject can talk with, or, some things. Good. Yeah. So 3 happiness. Yeah, I think it's mostly talking about some intellectual thing, and but for everybody, you learn things each field, not just from a book, from like a gardening and from the cooking, everything. When you reviewing, and you got new feeling, or from practicing the musical instrument, from reviewing, got a new feeling, and from learning new thing, and I got happiness from the practicing, and after learn, I got practicing, got happy with that, have fun with that, and got friends with some interests far from. And now we got the online, yeah. And be happy to see your homework, and we talked about the Emily shows her previous book, the famous calligrapher, and she went to workshop, and also another online class with that book. Good. Be happy to see your homework. And if anybody still have the problem with the sending the homework, talk to us. And I don't want waste too much time here, your comment time here, and to we'll solve the problems. You can email us, and we solve this problem. So I just put on the comments and advice, suggestion at the online classroom there. Yeah, let people, classmates can see, because some same problems there.
So
yeah.
Victoria?
Yes, Kathy?
I just have and you don't have to address this now, but at some point, I was wondering, are there some exercises we can do before, before we actually start trying to do when we do our practice, before we do the actual characters? Is there some type of, like, practicing?
Okay, I think we put the online like the dictionary there, and the way to go there for the like how is order for the characters, for the strokes or something like that. And actually one thing one reason is some characters with different orders for the same characters. And so I do not want to confuse you guys. And also my personal opinion, and also got from my parents. I'm not suggest you to previously to do things if got something wrong and they got used to that. I want first get into the class and got the correct instruction. And like when I go to the my elementary school, before that, both of my parents, they are all intellectual. They are all in the lecture Chinese department in the university, and they didn't tell me how to write even one single character. And they are on purposely to do that. Later, they explained, they say, do not want me to be like too, how to say, after learning something and not concentrate in my class. They want me to learn these things same as other kids, and without learn at too early age, and to get the correct things kids should get in the school. So if you have time, I prefer to let you to review the old things. And even I think lots of you, I can see after class, your homework, some more understanding and some more even recreation there. I saw that. So one happiness I just mentioned is learning and enjoying practicing. So practicing, not just reviewing, also, got things kind of yourself, find yourself more, and doing while the practicing, you see lots of things, even more your own creation. Yeah, like Kathy, you did last time, you think even, like the flower, you can put a word flower there, the hoa there, and you made some design there, which is very good. And of course, we learned the flower later. I don't want you the wrong order or wrong impress of the character. Like the plays piano, sometimes the fingering, on the book, on the notebook, it's not the best. You want to learn from the first impress from in front of your teacher to get the correct thing. And also talking about the reviewing and pre-class, do some things learned previously. I prefer reviewing. And also I saw last time from Henry's painting class, Susan Mary. I saw, I saw your painting of the squirrel on the branch, which is very good. And Henry and I, we talked about, during the class, you did a wonderful piece. And that piece almost, just mimic instructors, mimic teachers, right? But after that, in and out, become Susan's, her own, some expressive things want to do, So that's why I said the homework, and the later, got some things to do yourself. So review not just review the knowledge, also find yourself more and the things. So like Susan's painting, and like I think once Emily's calligraphy about the bird, and she put the the real the painting bird on the character, let one character become the branch, and the bird sits there. And it's very good, if you want to do things, to do more things, think of the probably the recreation, like your flower cards things there. I prefer that way.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, today we are going to learn things we learned the character of the day, and we are going to learn the month. The month also means the moon. I think we more or less we know the so the connection. There is things doesn't matter with the month and the moon. It's a lunar calendar thing. And look at the original, the character is more on hieroglyph. See, that's the moon thing. You can see a little bit like image thing, moon, and then it become rectangular. So before it's like all curved, and then it becomes squarish, rectangular, and then it become a walking style, and more curvy, become cursive style. Still remember the I'm going to write the standard of the moon. So the moon is we choose the sun is more rounded and more squarish, and this moon we choose is how come my moon doesn't show the characters? I want to see this.
你先放在 Zoom 2上面来，你放在1啊，剩1啊，或者2、4。
Should be 4.
4. What's that? Can copy button. What's that? Let me see. You have another window?
Victoria, briefly it was there and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
There.
Oh yeah, previously there. Okay. How is
there.
now?
It's there.
Okay, it's there.
Okay. See that? Okay. Okay. So we choose this like the is like a half moon, or even the like a crescent. We choose the sun is more rounded, and the moon is like more rectangular, not squarish. And there are two things there, and bottom like opened. So this is a standard. Left to the right, and slant a little bit smaller than the vertical one we talked about. Always one stroke dominate, right? Like the whole composition. Okay, now I'm writing this. Okay, slant first. Gradually lift. So the whole shape is kind of a rectangular. Vertical. And pause enough and adjust the direction of your brush. When it is ready to go down. And before this hook stretched out, you pause enough, see how slow I'm doing, and change the direction almost to the horizontal. See that? And gradually, like back a little bit up, and then stretched out, you know, from this direction, like a horizontal direction. Gradually lift, like that. And then two things, like more than the sun or one, only one thing, like a center thing. But moon with two things, because rectangular shape. Two horizontal. A little bit smaller than the border stroke. Okay, so if this shape of the things do not want to, you want to do even the different stroke, but you want to almost the same length, not the two different. See, lots of homework. I talked pause more. And the two horizontal one, try to choose like one side touched and the other side leave some space. That's look the, you know, not that stiff thing. Okay, that's the standard one. For the moon, actually more straight. Of course, it's a standard. Yeah, for the documentary printout thing. And then this is so this is the handout. This is the walking style. Still like the frame almost the same, you know, almost the same. But after this hook a little bit faster, you can find faster, and then shows this. I will say the other like S or 3 something indicated the two horizontal one is a more connected and become a kind of a one stroke of a 3. So that's walking. So two step like together instead of two separated stroke inside, become one stroke. So this part almost the same, but more fluence. Sorry, I didn't change my scene. So the frame part about the same, and you can go like the pause part a little bit faster and go more fluent.
I can't hear you.
Pardon me? Can you see my screen? I'm writing, yes, okay. So do this about the same, and this part a little bit fast and become one stroke. Whose voice is? Can you see my screen? Yeah, this is about the walking style. So it's walking like two steps together. Mostly just inside, make your S or 3. Actually, we know this come from the two horizontal strokes. And then let's see this is the cursive style. the cursive style is really different. I mean, still can tell, can you? So the first stroke, slant, is still there. And then become horizontal, vertical. Sorry, I got the wrong again.
Yeah.
The moon thing, stupid me. Okay, this is the more cursive, I mean more curvy about the moon. See, this is the the slant one, and the back connect horizontal one and the vertical one. Then the hook become one stroke, you know, like this, like oval shaped things, but try to do not parallel to this first one, and the 2 dots inside. So change the screen, do not forget. Now I'm show you. So slant one and one stroke. One stroke and then 2. Even more like a moon, more like a moon. There is a question, you know, you may ask, sometimes, you know, the frame become more connected, become more simple, become like just a one stroke, more curvy. And in the walking style, the 2 dots inside connected. But how come the cursive style, some people, some master write, you know, 2 dots there, like indicated the 2 horizontal one, even not connected. Should we always write each stroke more cursive in the cursive style? The answer is not definitely, because sometimes people want to identify the certain characters. Instead of each stroke become more curvy, they choose some part, like the frame part, more curvy and more simple, collected, more connected, but choose the center one, very clear, even separated. You can do center one connected. You can do that. You can, of course you can. But some people do not think why, you may ask, or say not correct. No, it's correct. If some people want to do that, it's correct. Want to this part more cursive and then that part more clear, people can recognize it. Sometimes you do that. And sometimes we said there's not that much, not a hard border in between walking and the cursive. Depends your design. I mean, your decision. Okay, we still remember the sun, the day. Yeah, there is another word. Okay, I'm just writing this way. See my screen, right? Okay. Remember, this is the sun. This is sun, right? Still remember? You save that things, and later you can like do puzzle and put them together. So, and the moon we just learned today. Okay, put them together. There is another word, another character. Guess what? Make your guess. Bright, bright. bright. Bright, or some abstract meaning means clear, clear. And also we call like the bright, we learn the sky, right? Did we learn the sky? Sky also the day. Also means the day. Hey, sky. So put them together means tomorrow. That's a word, tomorrow. So bright day, tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a bright day. Anyway, we all learned this. We all learned this already. Actually, I said save that. You know, on your painting, like a colorful painting, and some people like to put, especially in Chinese painting or Japanese painting, put one character or a few words there. Use calligraphy, right? The dark black to balance the whole picture, and some people to like for those two words, or sometimes do like a like two dots, like a flower, mountain. You do not have the grammatically correct. You can put like the, if like a two dots not doesn't do, you think you can put a dot in between, which means two things, like the poem, like a poem there. Doesn't have to be like the whole perfect sentence. Should be some elements there, you know, on side of your painting. So we can do lots of things already. We can do, see, sun and the moon, but I don't think it's on the same frame, sun and the moon of your painting, but why not? Yeah, but put them together. There is another character for bright. That's really bright, day and night. So bright and also clear, also tomorrow, bright day, tomorrow. And you know what? Also we have a we learned the mountain, right? We learned the water as well. And so we have still remember the mountain one, whatever the style. Okay. This is the mountain, and still remember the water. So mountain and water put together, what's that? Landscape. So landscape painting, we call in Chinese, we call 山水画, means mountain water painting. Mountain water painting, that's one category of the painting. Or you think this is the two words, you can do things like the you know, do things, put a dot there. So you can start to use it on your, this on your painting already. And I think we have more than things later. I'll show you. Okay, now the second word of the wind. Okay, this is the word for wind. First, slant. You know, sometimes if the paper is too thin, you want to use the paper weight, any kind of paper weight. And sometimes, you know, a little bit hook indicated the tendency of the next stroke, you know, but actually it is the slant, vertical. Pause. I will say pause, change the direction, and look at the next stroke. Try to make it pause, and change the direction, actually a little bit back, and to gradually, lift, stretch out. Horizontal inside, a little bit smaller than the outside frame. Press. Yeah. Seal it. The inside, actually the other character for insects. So think about what's there's a lot of a big wind, and the insect, hide in some like the roof or something's framed. So that's the wind, standard side of the wind. And the walking style of the wind. So mostly inside things become more connected. Inside things become more connected. Outside almost the same. And the slant thing at the end shows more tendency to the next stroke. Yeah, like that. See, that kind of things, but gradually lift. Okay, I will redo it. Slant things, she shows the tendency, and it become next stroke. I did it too strong. Okay, hook, and inside things become more connected. See, vertical, horizontal one, and then become connected things about that, back, that. So mostly inside things connected. Yeah, this is horizontal. After the horizontal one, we remember the stroke. After horizontal one, and try do some things a little bit down, indicate the vertical one, and then connect. So become one stroke, horizontal, vertical, like the circle thing, and still the horizontal one. I mean the vertical one, and a little bit, like a back, not a strong hook, and back ready for the next character, normally like that. So shows kind of the hook thing actually is the tendency of the training thing. And let's see the cursive style. This cursive style of the wind is really cursive, and I think it's beautiful. Shows more like a wind thing. Okay, the slant one is still there, and then become one stroke of a horizontal, vertical, and the hook one, and the connection, shows very strong to the center one, and the center one like the S or like 3. Just to show you, like the wind there, and something inside, not that defined. So on the, change the screen. Slant one. And next one. sometimes shows more connection. Sometimes, just the chi flow connect, but you can leave your brush. Okay, that's the cursive one for the wind, And guess what? Let me show you the one more word for that. So this is the wind. And what's that? Water. So it's wind we call 风 and water we call 水 put together. 风水. This is the word we learned already. Yeah, this is a feng shui, and you can write the traditionally we write the vertical way, and also you can write the horizontal way, and so also you can write the like two characters with a dot there, which means not a word, like I said, like some people identify like two things or like two words in the poem. So yeah, make lots of fun with that already. Save that the characters, single character, you can make fun with it, even combining with the picture, or consider it's a picture, the whole conversation, you can do lots of things. Or yeah, we started to put two of them together to, make some things. Also, we learned what else we say. Remember that? What's that? Mountain, right? Mountain. By looking at that, you will recognize this is the mountain. And what's that? I hope you still can remember. What's that? Flower. Remember we did like a grass top flower. So this is also the word in Chinese we call mountain flower. The flower in the mountain means wild or in the field. Remember this character? Grass top. The flower. And we also learned the very weird, hard to the grass style, curvy style of the flower. Anyway, this is like a walking style or cursive style put together, like a mountain flower. We have lots of things, or you can consider this is two things: mountain, my mountain, and my flower, or my mountain and my moon. Hey, lots of things we can do by single character. I choose lots of things, beautifully, I think, and also used for itself and also in the painting. Okay, now I let you ask me question, and I bet I can see everybody is mimic there and start lots of practice there already. Yes, Susan, you have question? Mm-hmm.
Yes. What does it mean together, mountain and flower?
Mountain flower is especially called flower in the fields or wild flower, not garden flower, not garden flower, not flower bouquet. Which means just think about the original single character, mountain flower. Yeah, but some people say like the spring. Spring is coming, and spring is coming, and we have a chance. We better go out to see mountain flower. You know, means go on the trail. We can hiking and see mountain flower. That's mountain flower mean. Okay, some people want me to do the tomorrow, because tomorrow the meaning is very interesting.
Walking style.
Yeah, in Chinese we call it the bright tomorrows. So want me to write the walking style?
Not tomorrow, just the wind in walking style.
Oh, wind walking style. Wind walking style. Okay, let's see the handout first. And I will demo it again. That's kind of hard, but when you know it, there is some rules there. Okay, the frame outside first, and then put the insect inside the center. Change the scene. Connection, okay, and do that. Look there, and okay, inside. Horizontal connector, vertical horizontal together, make a kind of this circle thing, and back to the top of the horizontal one, and downstroke with the vertical one, horizontal one, back. Lots of, we say, lots of circle thing, folding thing. See, some you can, we all say twist, you know, twist things like a silk twist, like the rope twist at the end, or end like a hard folding one, like twist rope. Here is also kind of the, you know, twist and kind of the pause. And some like a hard folding, and some like the big circle. So most things we talked about, like a Tai Chi, lots of twist, lots of curve things. So outside first, and inside when you're ready. Horizontal, vertical, back, circle one, and back to the top of the horizontal one. And down for the last horizontal one, back, ready for next stroke, beginning stroke of the other character. Normally shows that. Okay, actually, we have this wind, right? We have this wind. So this is wind, and this is the word we just learned, moon. So what's the wind and the moon? We put together, 风月. It is like a moon, moon in the wind, or under the moon there is a wind, or the night with a little bit of breeze and the moon. You can think of two things. You put a dot here, and also it kind of the romance. kind of romance. See, when you talked about Beethoven's Moonlight, what do you think of that? So the rhythm and the musical thing, you think of lots of a romance, right? So 风月 put together means kind of the romance, the mood you can think of, or you can just separate them, think of like two things simply. So wind and moon. We learned a lot. And then later, wind, after wind, if I put the character of the bamboo, very simple, we all learn later, bamboo, which means when you do the bamboo painting, you know, lots of people do bamboo leaf with some, you know, the direction we call the bamboo in the wind. So it means wind and the bamboo, two character. Lots of usage and lots of fun you can do now. And also we can do with this moon, what do? We just learned today. We can do, see, this is what, again, mountain, right? Mountain. What about what mountain moon? This is also the beautiful word. Not especially other meanings, but this is also like the when you go like the after sunset, or from your yard, you can see the moon in the sky over the mountain, the landscape, how beautiful, you know. So mountain, moon. You can do lots of things already. Okay, any other questions you have? Actually, I like to show you some, I don't know how much does it matter for this class, but you know, sometimes I want to show you some things. This is the book, the Bryce Marden's drawing book. See, there is one things, lots of things, abstract, and see the on the left hand side of the page. What it does is the banana leaves, and lots of you know, drawing. It's called drawing, but lots of lines, and got lots of influence from the calligraphy stroke, and put it further to see the left page, further to see. You know, the elements is kind of square, little square, little rectangular group. You know, like some elements of the calligraphy, some strokes together in group. Very interesting. And also the book from the Jackson Pollock. You all know him, right? So it's also expressive drawing. See, this piece, of course, like the, you know, what's that? Is the figure or, you know, the gesture of the human being, some things. But look at the like the design for that, like the, you know, two characters or some strokes. I don't know. I don't want to say you. I just want to show you things there, and definitely the strokes and even the composition. It is character, no, not Chinese character, but definitely let you think of that, the image of that. So at first, as I said, in our calligraphy class, we are not teaching the characters and the languages, and do not worry about we didn't learn language, we do not have the knowledge of that. I want to say that's not of the, we don't know the language, we don't know character, that's not of the shortage of our class. We are doing things more than that. Different stage. I don't want to say higher stage, a different step and a different stage of that. You know, lots of crossing thing. We can learn, we can think of, we can play with. Okay, let you ask questions. Yes, Charlene.
Yes, could you do the standard wind again?
Standard wind again, yes. The outside one first, and for the and then the inside one. The outside one is also left to the right. And if there is left to the right, and normally right one heavier, you know, you want to do the whole things together with some rhythm. You try to do some lighter, some heavier, but standard one, you know, sometimes I just see the tree, not the forest, cannot really handle it very well. Slant one first, and then horizontal one, press, and hook, like a back. Center one. Too long, too long.
It looks nice.
Too long, long leg. This wind with the long leg to the east, southeast. So when you write the smaller characters, you should use the smaller brush, like with your painting on the side. Mm-hmm. But with larger brush, you can by lifting more to do that. And after a couple of the standard size practicing, I think you know more on the strokes, and you can try to do the walking style, see which one you like. You can practice more, or you feel like you have more fun with it. You can practice more. And I found almost for everybody, I like your practicing your homework of your cursive style. I'm very glad. I mean, I'm here taught 3 styles, because doesn't have to be perfect on the standard style. And then started cursive style. We can started all of them together, to find yourself lots of artistic parts.
Thank you.
Yes, anybody want to show me your work?
Well, I can show you. It's kind of a mixture.
Yeah, good. Yeah, mixture, good. I like to see that. And the last time, I think, actually, I don't see her. Probably she's busy. I think Sophia Hunter, are you here? I don't see your camera here. Yeah, Sophia Hunter. Yeah, unmute yourself. Yeah, like the two weeks ago, she wrote, she sent me the homework, and she put a note, says, I do not know the composition, and the way I'm practicing is I put the outline there first. Can you still see my pencil trace there? See, I trace it for the happy birthday, the fast one, the quiet, happy birthday one. And then from yesterday, I saw on Sophia's homework, she didn't trace it, and meanwhile, I found she is using the paper, the yellowish paper with the grid on that, to try to help you to manage the composition or the stroke thing. And she is using that paper, I guess, on the back, and probably, I don't know. And she is not, looks like she's not look at that grades. And each characters are bigger and outside of the square, but each characters are very good, in good shape, and almost the same size, correct size. So which means, you know, she makes the progress a lot in 2 weeks from the tracing, and become to break the border. She doesn't want the border of the square already, the grids already. You know, she do just cross that, and she handled very well, controlled very well. So good, very good, Sophia. Yeah, Charlene, you still have other question? Unmute yourself, please. I cannot hear you. Charlene, unmute yourself.
I will be sending you a lot of samples, probably this week. I was not able to send. In fact, I still haven't figured out how to do it. You know, I don't really quite know how to do it.
Okay.
Do we scan, or do we take a picture with our camera first, then scan it into the computer and then send it to you? Or can we send it directly from the you know, our iPhone or camera, you know?
Actually, talking about the sample, during the class, I don't think I'm doing the best, the most, the standard one. That's why I'm giving you the sample by using the famous master's sample, like you to mimic, to copy. And the most thing I'm doing during the class is show you how is the process, and demo while I'm explaining, you know, some principles there. But you know, during the talking and lots of the accident, I do, and also, you know, my ability, I will let you to learn the, we say, if you mimic a higher thing, you got the middle thing. If you mimic a middle thing, you got the very, you know, lower thing. So sample, just copy the handout I gave you. Okay, Charlie.
Okay.
Good. And also save that, probably, you know, like things, the word, I put them together, like a wind, moon, windy moon, mountain and water. We all learned this word put together, mountain and water, or feng shui, or the mountain and the moon. Those things you can, you know, play puzzle together with your handout, And I explained in my class which one yeah, you learned, and I hard to find each from the master, from the word, the combination of characters together, you know, but lots of fun with it. And this is the mountain flower. I think is interesting, and we started to play with it, and also later we built lots of feelings and skills on the stroke. We think of, you know, things like abstract painting. I just showed you the Jackson Pollock and the Bryce Morton one. I showed you. You know, and lots of things. You are starting to make it already, like Emily's bird and Susan's lots of the orchid painting and the branch for the squirrel. Lots of you know calligraphy strokes there already, and even the image. Okay. Any questions? And I'm strongly encouraged to do homework, or you'll actually have fun with your recreation, or my class can give you some things to think of or to play with by practicing thing. And yeah,
Victoria, I just had a question for you about like those hooks. The hooks on a lot of these pictures. Do you go back up? I'm not really sure how you move the brush on them.
For the hook, you lift the brush and eventually in the air stopped, but do not do
like on the moon, the standard style. It has that hook in the has a hook on it.
Okay, the last stroke for the standard moon is the vertical and connected with the vertical down, and I changed the direction and the pause, and the hook. This is a vertical, but its hook is to the horizontal, and gradually lift, stretch out in the air. See how slow my movement. Okay, do not do just sweeping or drawing, not calligraphy stroke, or very quick sweeping, too quick. Gradually lifting. Shows more power, and you know, like dancing at the very end, the gesture should be very sturdy, you know, even stopped, but very sturdy there. Not just sweeping out, like you fall down. Yeah. Hi, Madeline Warren, how are you doing? I cannot hear you. Unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself, Madeline. Yeah, unmute. Yeah.
There we go. I'm doing quite well. I sent you some homework. I finally figured out with Henry's help how to do it.
Oh, okay.
I may have posted it in the wrong part of the blog. So
I see. I think that's the most important things for the pause things in the calligraphy stroke. And also, I think if we learn that we practice this, like we can learn a lot in our painting, or even the the manage of the breathing. Like when you sing for a long breathing, long notes for the voice. Where is the place you get the little taking inhale, and where a little bit exhale, adjust the things. Yeah, the pause is about this kind of things during your rhythm practicing, managing. Yes, learn by doing. Sometimes I'm now it's kind of hesitant to put the cross on the homework. I think that you get do not want to scare you. Sometimes in the just not the serious, the wrong. If I choose the check, I put the check mark. It's really good, but sometimes the cross just means not that good, or some things I think better I use the language to explain how to avoid these kind of things. If not pause enough, or the hook is too weak, too short, or yeah, sometimes I'm trying to put more positive things to show which is good, but still I want to let you know which part not encouraged. Okay, see, every class we started to learn some word or some, let you review and have some fun with some character put together. Yeah, hope you have fun with it. Okay, any question? Want to show me and raise up your today's painting? Yeah, hold on that. Let me see it. Yeah, good job, Kathy. Good job, Kathy. I saw it. Yeah, Sophia, standard. Good. Charlie, you got a lot of mixture. Very good.
I have to get back.
Very good. Hugh, very good. Yeah, see this one. I think your standard style I put on your homework. I don't know you checked it or not, or not yet, or checked already. I said sometimes when you do standard, you're very concentrated on the detail, and not familiar with. So it shows lots of hesitation. And I didn't even watch the process, but from the results I can tell. That's why I need more confidence to write. After practicing, you will do that. Yeah, like do everything. See the whole thing, not just the detail things. This a little, that a little, very hesitant. Yeah. After practice, you will get better and better. Your things, you just show me better.
This one.
Good job.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. I like it. Yeah.
Thank you.
And the hue, your ink, did you use the grinding ink? Sometimes seems not dark enough. So
yes.
Sometimes not dark enough. Shows some.
I use it.
More, more smearing, or sometimes very flat, not bodyish, strong. Like things.
Okay.
Okay, and Kathy, you still have a question?
Just real quickly, sometimes I feel like I hold my brush so tensely. I get real tight with the.
Which part do you feel tensely?
That where where I hold it here. I start squeezing with my fingers.
That's correct. Squeezing of your fingers, of your fingertips. Feel like your fingertips can move, can squeeze the brush, but do not squeeze whole fingers. Start off this junction, this, even the back of your palm. Do not do that. That's why I said try the dragon eye here, which means empty your fist, and relax the whole fingers, but very tight on the tip of your fingers. Otherwise, you cannot handle your brush. You cannot deliver the whole thing from bottom of your feet to the end. And that's why the character, shows lots of power.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let you go. Everybody, happy practice.